This poem is called Beauty and the Beast. Me and you moments come then go. Racing to the sky, eagles fly with salmon in gripping moment where we are hooked on the great outdoors. Ripped meat clawed by bears sits on lips, gushing, oozing to downstream layers. Waterfalls, fallen dew-rock boulders, masking stony eye of beaver, blessing our cursed land, caught up in the flow of things, damning tree against sapling. And a white water rafting, bright and orange and yellow, safely needing SOS when emptied by shore, when I kiss the ground some more, kneeling for the great deliverance as an encore. In the binocular seagull campsite, place of bondage for hands tied, as I radio for help to pick up this scum, a hermit who lost his mind being Grizzly Adam, the first man having 2 foot beard, stinking to high heaven, trying to make a woman, my wife, his Eve. Hiking alone, leaving family at home was a mistake, but her enduring message with unused gear and a parked truck roving the land is clear. I'm her man, a husband who looks out for what's mine. I seek justice where justice bare knuckles fighting is my mantra to you, the end. This poem is called Picnic. Lindy Lou, about 5 feet 2, with eyes blue, tucked me to sleep in my old Kentucky home. This gingham gal lays me down and dress folds deep. Eating for tomorrow brings joy when we will have a boy. I stutter all over nothing at all despite her cheerful, earful repose. We live in a clearing where grass is fed up on cows. She was into birds, so I was handcuffed on a rock spread eagle to the sky was falling with sparrow eyeing me naked and unafraid. And the sun takes a shine to me, tanning redneck rural blue. From youth up, I dreamed up unrest, punching cow and pillows, fighting sleep for conquest of tar-heeled women, feathering striptease at saloon. And a Jew's jewel is plain living of Lindy Lou, who's raising kisses from heaven while baking bread unleavened. And the bitter greens and sour wine grace my lips as I speak about death passing overnight in the darkest hour. The flower of war, meadow of meadows, shine ghostly pale. Bramble, thorn dripping red martyr, whose silence cry out loud amen to me, a man, for miscarriage of justice. We dine out in a clearing of desperation in our home, bittersweet home, Kentucky. The end. This one, this poem is called Motherhood. A grizzly teddy bear lies on floor where an armory large clock is set on speed dial, ringing us up. High heels and bling bling necklace is nothing new, as toddler busts a move, arms and legs coming out nude. Coming out of the closet, going straight to mama for on again, off again, hand kiss moment after making boo boo, thankfully not in diaper too. The hands are full, linked in prayer around mine, as daily bread with peanut butter and jelly is given this day. An open refrigerator has mother's milk, cooled for the unschooled babysitter. And the house is a zoo without a cage. Little one aping Tarzan, and another me Jane, ready to fly in the big sky, no longer blue. The Cheerios lie on seat, with teething ring bitten down, by crummy animal crackers. The first day daycare drop-offs in with mouth-watering spit, kisses, and screams from a crying jag within. I say yeah already for stay-at-home moms, earning their keep by juggling fear of lions, tigers, and gummy bears. Oh my, the end. This poem is called Feud For Thoughts. Our hearts soar before I do's. The girl from sow her oats, going against the grain, reaping joy that will last a lifetime. To have and to hold on love was the rule of two green thumbs at our garden party. My fiance is a magician in the kitchen. When it's time to cook, she disappears. But I will bring a lot to the table. I'm all ears with buttered corn up to my eyeballs with tears, smoking, burnt, and grilling, and bringing down the house in this end of the world where secrets in the sauce of baby back ribs are revealed, and flipping good turkey burgers are gobbled up, and the young'uns on the go want Sunday piled up on Sunday, but must eat crowded peas, not liking the sound of Fleetwood mac and cheese when you're out of guacamole and your party takes a dip. All rise, cozying up to iced teas, giving you the chills when owl or nothing hoots down a tree at a sunset strip of land. Night unfolds and we telescope the sky, kicking some awesome asteroid ass. The end. This one is called Walk in the Park. And a softball whizzes by, and I am batting 1,000 tears when I say that is amazing grace. My baby is not a baby anymore. She is a timeless beauty of nature intended her to be. Once her thumbs up were between a security blanket drawn close to mouth. Now she makes a bed, blanketing love, bedcloth with sheets and pillow top my size for me on a cot. She wants to be a housewife in training soon, and Cabin in the Woods will be roughing it out here with wood fire under control and a dry, seasonable spread of wildfires. With blood in the air, the American Red Cross rely on donations that evacuees give, willingly to help the wounded, tree-fallen, and scared. After waiting on tables, her family is brought up to the table of checkered cloth, where skillet has a cook drop and roll scrambled egg and sizzling sausage blankets. They will be digesting yesterday's softball game with pork that packs a punch. They will be needing Tums. We are dying tonight. It's so hot without Grace, so Grace will be cranking up the AC. Alright, the end. This poem is called Somewhere Under the Rainbow. I was busy adding paint to walls when farm raised kids fight the good fight. Black on black arms and legs flailing everywhere. They're duking it out over Angel, who dusts a crop of little giant seeded redwood trees. Now I want her back, so it will be a threesome love triangle when romance is upon us. Artesian wellness springs upon me. I'm taking a dip with the Big Dipper in the day sky after soaring all night, flying low. Well, angels in the air with feet on the ground while having a all-time high. And the lonesome dove really speaks to me, chirping and warbling windsong melody. Why didn't I listen? Bluffs are not taken seriously enough except when Cliffhanger reaches for a lifeline after a suicide pact goes wrong. And apart from Angel, my close up smile will miss him tomorrow. The end. This poem is called Arrested Development. We passed a junk pile of cars, used deals going my way, on a road having jamboree of tambourine play. For Jesus freaks, born under a lucky star. Skinheads, Hitler's children, spawn of evil dawn, raised swastika in arterial red. They kill me again, the thought of smashing skulls of unborn generations, and a man is dead in the water after running the ground in a crossfire with the enemy outdrawn. The blood fled bleeding, others spent whole days in trees, watching canines brute force rip away as killing fields scream in the Hollywood hills. We finally arrive, years later, where the orange togas sway religious freedom, while that suntan lotion is slapped on backs, getting a welcome back. The Book of Days begins with prickly heat, a piercing light, seen holding you in its sight. The petals are thrown to feet, promising to those beneath to rain smelling of earth. The clouds swallow kites, taking with ill wind, while our mother, lowly of earth, give us that day to picnic pastures, leading me from still traffic where hydrants pour forth. I sit through the shadow of siblings. I will fear no evil because my father is a cop. The end. This poem is called Call It a Day. On the far side of the earth, the world wakes while I sleep. At 8 a.m., the noise lull ends, frozen in place, and the snow plows up to speed. I see footsteps slowly gaining ground. The clothes pile on the heat, warming heart and bone, stricken with cold when alone. Hello, kitty. A wave to neighbor is given when she is pulled over for sunny pullover with a green stalking elusive spring, where a red sun rising moved more than the wind. And the wind's wind pulling scarf tighter as I look at her cherry blossoming spring made in Japan. The earth plow is up to speed, dirty footsteps quickly loosening ground. The sweaty brow looses his cool with bandana wiped anew. And a multi-grain silo has its fill, but moody boy blue always has his head in the clouds, dreaming fishing, about fish going with the flow. A flash dance of hail, show and tell of rain on the far side of earth, while the earth world sleeps and I wake. The end. This poem is called Lives Matter. Uniformed dappled grays lined the street, rearing up hands, pawing the ground before the unafraid. I left a piece of myself behind in the hood, where a gun is set aside for a peaceful march, later deep walk in the woods. The horses turns tail, whipping it up, spooked at the mob's riot of color, with rivers rip-roaring tide turning an ugly red. And the sun leaf burned to a crisp after dancing in the wind, where crestfallen waves of remorse never change crowd surfers taken to arms. Shots rang out. Now he's a dead man floating in someone's arms. And a six-shooter's, a sniper's gun was in our midst. Shots rang out. That arrest me, stopping me dead in my tracks. The place is filled with town criers, spreading black Delilahs in their building, needing a cut down of weeds, weeding out trouble. The world turns day in, day out, and everybody goes home except for the dear departed. So clear the streets. In a concerted effort to appease, out of the pocket tickets were given to a double parked squad cars cruising the street. And we take a knee, kneeling not on necks, so you can breathe. And sometimes see and say something is unsaid when a cradle to grave crib is crashed in a can. And life is precious and lives matter when light of the day can't be seen by the many. The end. This poem is called Run for Your Life. Keep it Keeping it inside is a good thing, if I could. I prefer life from box of cereal, but raising raisins in a spoon of Wheaties is the breakfast of champions before the race of my life begins. Running out of time, you find your stride, and the door of death has come to close, where sitting room is standing room only, filled with looks that could kill, where suicide is a big deal after diagnosis. The big C I take personally, walking for the Operation Pink in a crowded crowd sitting pretty, and I'm smiling just to be here. After giving cups of water to runners, I greet them for 1 hour each day while they can still run. A clear Sunday prevails after being bedridden on a hard day's night. I'm walking on a day afternoon, being jerked around, unleashing agony from overused muscles too soon. I get myself together, and I'm always head of the line where marathoners meet. And the time slowly slows, waiting for me to catch up as dusk comes undone. And it dawns on me I love to run for the cure these mornings. The end.